this week has been one of those weeks where you listen to your body over everything. Like this morning, didn't get up at my normal time to go because I just needed to sleep. I'm still not fully settled from being back from New York.
I'm here for you, man. Hey, I saw the posts, I saw the stories, I saw you out there flexing and training and working and being a comedian. You were doing it all out there, man. How was it?
New York's crazy. It's very, very cool. But I'll tell you one thing, I fully understand why they have an obesity pandemic,
Yeah.
if you want to call it that. And that's because their gyms are so expensive.
Oh, really?
My day one, I land, I have a good night's sleep, I get up and I'm like, right, I've got to find a gym because I've seen the food out there. One week of food out there can throw me off the rails and I'm not having it.
Dude, 1 week out there can take you from where you are now to be morbidly obese in a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to find a gym. So I went for a little walk while I was giving out flyers for my show. And I walked into the first gym and it was an okay gym. It was like $30 a month. And I was like, I'd like to sign up just for the week if I can. And they were like, we don't do a week membership, but for $30 you can sign up for the month and then cancel it. And I thought that's not a bad price, but let me have a look at the gym because I want a nice gym. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, you guys in New York, you want to get all bougie now, do you?
Yeah, I wanted a nice gym because I'm thinking I'm gonna take some pictures, I might do some content. And this gym wasn't that great looking. So, and this is after they showed me around, and I had to be like, I'm gonna leave.
Oh no.
I then start walking around and I go to another gym. I think it was like called New York Gym or
Yeah.
something like that. And it's like a bodybuilder's gym. I thought, oh, this could be cool. So at can I get a? Yeah, oh,
Oh
of
no.
course we have temporary memberships. If it's just for a week, then you can sign up for as little.
$300 for a week.
I was like, I don't want to buy the gym, but yeah, that's large. And then so obviously and talk about membership. And she said, oh, well, you'd have to sign up for the minimum of a year. And that's like $6,000.
They saw you coming, dude.
I was like, well, I'm here for a week. She said, oh, well, if you want to do a day pass, we do have day passes. But you have to sign up for a spa treatment and then you can use the gym. And the day passes start from $400. Yeah. Can I please sign up for your gym?
It's amazing. I love you. And they knew that though. They were like, yeah, go on, leave. You'll be back. Well, over here, it's that season. So clients are either turning up and showing out, or they're not turning up because they're hungover from Christmas parties. December is a quiet month, as in I usually tend to say to my clients, do you know what? Don't stress yourself because I know we're going to be compromised unless there's a very specific goal. But being a PT and a coach, you can't just set strict, hard and fast parameters. You know what I mean? You have to let people have a life. And honestly, over the past week and a half, I've had so many clients turn up and be like way below their normal form. I'm like, okay, do you know what? Why don't we just cut it loose? Enjoy December. Let's call it bulking season. Okay, if that helps you in your head. And then let's go big in January. And I think that's what happens. I think people on the whole go, December is the month where I can let the pressure off and just breathe and be around friends, family, and indulge. And then they all go, I'll start again in January. And that's what happens. And you know what happens.
I'm not good at doing that because if I lose my focus, it will all go to shit. And that's the thing, I will over December, I think I'll do what I did in New York because obviously I couldn't really track because we were out a lot, but I could make sure that I worked hard and I got my steps in. So it became more like work because I was I was on holiday kind of. So you don't want to go from a 5K, you don't want to go for a 10K. So I said to myself, right, over the course of this week, here's the things that I'm going to do. I'm going to do 3 30-minute runs. and I'm going to do one hour run over this week, which I did in the gym. And then I'm going to work, I'm going to do 5 workouts over that week. So I had 3 days where I didn't train. And I thought that's a lot easier because I'm going to be walking a lot during the day anyway. But then also the food. I had a bagel one day and I had it about, I mean, I never eat early. I had it about 2 in the afternoon. I couldn't eat the rest of the day. Like, and it wasn't like I was just not hungry. I still felt stuffed. Like the food is so big, but I think I'm training and having that lifestyle and mentality change. I didn't want to indulge the same way I did before. And I think that mentality helps a lot of people when they do switch it up and you do get used to training.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. As we discussed before, it's depends on the person, doesn't it? Some people can do the moderation thing. Okay, some people are just all or nothing, and I think Christmas is the acid test for everyone, isn't it? You got people going, actually, I'll indulge in food, but I won't drink as much. You got people going, actually, I'll drink more, and I'll be good with my food. You got people who are going, sod it, and they'll just go and binge and go, I'll deal with it in the new year. And you got other people going, no, it's just a normal month. It's no different, and I'm going to keep to my program because I've got a long-term goal. And it's so interesting. But as a trainer in the gym, I'm loving it because I'm going in there now, and the place is sparse.
Well, give that till January 1st and everyone comes with their new year, new me. And the funny thing is, sometimes it does actually fill me a little bit with hope because I go, oh, this is really good that people are getting into it and I find it inspiring. And I do love seeing people at the start of the journey because then I'm like, right, I'm going to get going as well. If they're doing it, I can do it. And then 4 weeks in, you go, goodbye, you people.
Yeah, it's like February the 17th, and Exodus begins straight after Valentine's. They're like, and I'll see you in summer. All right, bye bye. But it's scary though, babe. But I'm saying to you, I love it when people. I like the buzz of January, as in I want to get. I want to see people working hard to inspire me. So I work hard. If I'm in a quiet gym, it's harder for me to go and get going. I almost have to fixate on someone and go, right, they're working hard. I'll work as hard as they are. Do you know what I mean? And so I love the fact that in December it's a bit quieter. So I'm walking in now. I'm filming. I'm getting some content ready. I'm doing okay, but I'm not working anywhere as hard as September me or October me, and I know that.
Yeah.
Because I also think I'm tired. I've got lots of family things to deal with and work things to end up. So I'm still moving, but I'm not moving with purpose. If that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Also, we need to take a step back because a minute ago you said sod it. And that is the closest I think I've ever heard you swear. And I, for one, Richard, am shocked.
I'm I'm so sorry, man.
It's December, it's Jesus's birthday, and look,
I saw something yesterday which made me laugh because my birthday is in January and I'm a Capricorn. And I don't know how much water you hold with that stuff. I'm just like, it is what it is.
I think that's the weirdest thing people follow is star signs. It's the funniest thing that people believe, and they let it affect them. They use it for crazy behavior and go, oh, that's just me. I'm a Leo.
Exactly.
It's even when I see the horoscopes, and I remember they used to have it in the when you see it in the paper. They were so vague that of course it came true. The Venus moon is wrapped around your aura, so be careful of new experiences because something that you didn't know might be something that you know tomorrow. You're like, oh my God, I didn't know that yesterday, and now I do. It is the weirdest thing. If I want it to be exact. And when I mean exact for everyone, because you think how many Capricorns are there in the world, which means read the horoscope, so we're all gonna have the same experience. That's what I want to see. Then I'll believe it.
So literally, as soon as someone mentions about horoscopes, you're like, red flag, you're out.
Not even red flag. I just switch off, like because I'm absolutely fine with people's beliefs. Like everyone's different, but that's the one thing that will make me switch off.
So what starts on you?
I'm a Capricorn. I'm a New Year's Eve baby.
Oh, dude.
Everyone always acts like I'm lying. They're like, really? On New Year's Eve? And I'm like, why is that so weird? There are 8 billion people on this planet and there are only 365 days.
Yeah. There will be crossover. There will be crossover.
There'll be a lot of crossover. Like, that's not a big deal.
The thing is, though, I will say this to you: your attitude to the whole horoscope thing, such a Capricorn trait. Are you ready for Christmas? This is the season. Are you ready for it? It must be busy for you.
It's busy. It's busy work wise, it's a good busy. It's a nice feeling of, and I think with anything, when you work hard and you see results.
Yeah.
And I thought about this a little while ago. I find that when I focus in the gym, I'm focused everywhere else, because I think that's the hardest thing that I'm going to do that day that I really don't want to do. But if I can get that done, my mind is clear for the rest of the day. And plus, when I do it at the start of the day, I want to continue that good energy. So I treat everything the same way. As like, right, okay, from this time to this time, I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna start working on these projects. And it's treating it the same way where I go little wins. So can I do a few things today that help tomorrow? That's one reason actually why I like training to a program, because then it's kind of feels like it's not my decision. I go, I've got these 6 exercises to do and I've got the hour to do it. So whether I want to do it or not, I just know I'm going to be done with these exercises in a minute, and then the day can continue. So that's what I do with work. Each day I give myself all the things that I need to do. So it might be just a checklist, and I go, I've got these 10 things to do. Once I've done them, that day's done. And when you get through them, it does feel like you've achieved something. So it helps
See,
both ways.
I love a good list. I have to admit, I do love good lists. I do that level of satisfaction of going tick, 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 or drawing through and going right, clear. But I like the fact that, as we know, I like my workouts to be based on how I feel. I'll hit everything. But right now, because I train alone, right now is the time where I could do with training partners. Do you know what I mean? Because like I said, I'm going through emotions right now. I'm moving, but not moving at the level I know I can do. I come back from a back injury, yeah, but also it's Christmas, everything else on, and I'm sort of going to the gym going meh, and I'm doing it. I need that fire, and I know that's going to be one little decision, one little phone call, something's going to happen that's going to trigger me to go. I need to be ready for this, and things like that have started to happen already. And I'm waiting for that one message or something to happen where I'm going to go, fire is in the tank.
Yeah, I'm very much with you. I'm useless without a goal. So you think over the last 12 weeks, whatever it was, doing that program, I had a goal where I said I wanted to get down to 115. So because I was working towards something, I found it it wasn't easy, but I found it really doable. And then it got to the point where it did become enjoyable. Once I hit it, I could feel myself slipping. It is okay. So what's the next goal? So I've had to make sure that I've always got a goal in mind. I don't know what I'm doing without a goal. I have to have something that I'm trying to achieve.
That's the point with so many people, and I don't think enough people do that. I don't think enough people, even if it's a small goal, my clients, people in the general public, people just go, I want to be happy, be specific, and even if it's not a long-term gain, a long-term goal, set a small short-term one. Specifically, what does that happy mean to you? Is it you in a dress size? Is it you in a weight? What's the weight and why? Do you know what I mean? And if people start questioning themselves and asking themselves about the difficult questions, I think a lot more people will.
I'll tell you what is the difficult thing for a lot of people, and I'm the same. I've struggled with this. Is honesty. Situation, it is very hard to be honest, even sometimes with yourself, because sometimes that truth is ugly and we don't want to see it. So we hide in excuses, we can hide in reasoning. But the real thing is, how badly do you want it? How badly do I want to do, or how badly do I want to have that goal that I can achieve?
And things though, where you are right now is you've achieved that goal. What's next? Because the thing is that as soon as you hit that goal, as soon as you cross that finishing line, you need to be looking at another finishing line, or Well, it's not even all. It is. You need, because the maintenance phase is the most unsatisfying phase until you get it right. Because at first you're like, I'm doing all this, but not much is changing. There's no payoff. There's no number going down the scale, so to speak. You're not suddenly going to bulk up and get ripped. It's the maintenance phase, just trying to hold there before you set a new target. I'm not talking about actually being target led. I mean, just that maintenance phase. Until you get good at that, where you go, actually, I'm comfortable here, and I've got a handle of my food changing or my behaviors changing. Once you get that, then you become powerful. Does that make sense? I love the fact that it sounds strange, but I've been in the maintenance phase for so long now that if I get any kind of gains, I'm like, oh, nice, because that's not my aim right now. If I go through phases where I need to be in shape for something, and I go, right, here's my new target, I'm buzzing getting there. I can't wait to get to the gym. I wake up buzzing to do that. I can't wait to prepare my food. I can't wait to do everything. Do you know what I mean? That's when I'm in the target zone. So the sooner you get back into that target zone for people, the better the results and the faster the results.
The thing you're describing when it comes to maintenance, I believe that when you achieve maintenance is when it just becomes lifestyle. You don't really call it maintenance anymore. That's just you being you. And I think that's the best part to be. If you got to the point where, because I see there's guys that go to my gym that are in fantastic shape, and they're not training towards anything. This is just how they live their life now. And I'm like, that's for me, the perfect place to get to, where you are in shape, you are happy, and this is just what you do.
I mean, hey, there's times where your mind might get in the way, but your body won't lie. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you wake up and you'll be like, oh, I don't know if I'm in the mood today. That's a head thing. I mean, you know when you've had a good night's sleep, don't you? Because you wake up and you immediately know that's a good night's sleep. No one has to tell you. No one has to look on your watch and register that. And you also know when you wake up, sometimes you go, I could have done with another hour or another half an hour or something. You almost instinctively know that.
Yeah. And also, do you know what else I've been doing, which my sleep has, I don't know why. I mean, I kind of do. I don't sleep with my phone in the room.
Oh.
I charge it downstairs now. I put my watch, before I go to bed, I put my watch downstairs and charge with my phone, and I just go to sleep. And I've been falling asleep nicer because I feel properly disconnected. I got my 5-plate deadlift back up last week, and I'm doing it at pretty much the lightest I've been for a while, and that was nothing. So even now I'm 117. I'm 117 now, but I'm 117 in a much better shape than I was 2 kilos ago.
Okay, so to be fair, you got a handle on this thing then, really, because if you didn't go bonk and fly up like 3 or 4K, then you're doing good, dude.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hold this until the new year, and then start again. And my new goal is I want to drop down. So my new one is when I'm going to get down to 106, but I want to get down to 106 lean. So this is going to be all about fat loss. So my training now has to change.
Dude, 106. That's right. So this can be interesting. So how I see you, how everyone sees you, this big dude on stage, cracking jokes, ex-bouncer, you get down to 106, you're going to look more like a basketball player than an ex-bouncer.
I've got to do it with fat loss and muscle building because I don't want to lose my size. I'm now, for once, happy with my size.
We need to train again soon. Over this Christmas period, I think we should do that. But more importantly, we need to go and get our butts to these classes now. I think January is the time we get out. If you've got time in your diary, we need to go and get to these yoga classes, Pilates classes. We need to do these things because
we need to not think if we can get time. Let's make time. The first one we'll do, maybe a yoga class. We'll go and check out something like that. But let's make time.
Yeah, let's do it. Because I want to do it because I think it'd be fun to let people know what else is out there. So this is like it's us doing a service to the industry because we lift weights. We know that we're constantly in the gym space, yes, but a lot of people out there don't understand what else is out there, and you don't know that you don't know. So if we can go, actually, doing the yoga is beneficial for this, Pilates is good for this. we tried like I said, like a pole fitness class. Okay. It might be something that people go, it might be something that people go, I didn't think I was going to look like that or think it'd be something I'd enjoy. I want a piece of that. So let's do it. Let's do it.
I think it's good to experience new things. I think it's good to experience as much as you can. Someone once tried to show me how to swing round a pole, and it was like one of the most basic moves. I couldn't do it. They're so strong.
They are ridiculously strong. One of my ex-clients picked it up last year and she's obsessed with it. She's loving it. And she's got a pole fitted in her house now so she can practice. When we do that, that's the one that's going to freak me out the most because I know you're going to wear tight leggings.
Oh no, you can't. You're gonna have to wear. I'm wearing little shorts because if you wear leggings, you'll just slip down the pole.
You've done your research.
You're gonna have to go in little shorts as well.
Are you mad? But you know what? What if we're good at it, dude? What if we're good at
That's
it?
always that is my reason for doing most things that I do. What if?
What if? It's a great what if. And what if we do it and we're really good at it? And they're like, wow. Show next year up in the Fringe. You can do comedy. You can do comedy by day and pole dancer by night. Come on, man.
I think what if is such an important question that we don't ask enough. It's that curiosity of going, what if I achieve that goal? It's very easy. I mean, our what ifs I normally find for a lot of people become quite negative. What if it goes wrong? What if it doesn't work? I don't think we should let those what ifs scare us because what if it doesn't work? Then now you know. If I get it wrong, now you know how to get it right.
Yeah.
There's so many what ifs that we can turn into positives because it goes, what if I succeed? What if it does work?
Yeah, without a doubt. Let's make it happen. Because I also think January is a great time for us to start doing these adventures, and I think people out there will enjoy watching us doing them, and I think we'll enjoy doing them as well. Because I think Banging Gym isn't just about us talking about our experiences and sharing people's like gym community experiences. I think it's time we got out there and show people what is actually out there in the world.
This is going to be, I think 2025 is going to be an interesting year. I'm looking forward to it. There's a lot of things brewing. And I think a lot of people, I mean, I keep seeing people that have had a bit of a slump over the past year. And it seems, I mean, the thing I do like about the new year is the level of hope that you see in people. That part really does excite me because now people are looking forward to something and it's looking forward to that reset, let's start again. Like mentally, I think it does a lot for the new year because
Yes.
realistically, it's just another day. Doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, it really is just another day. But I also, looking at the world, or looking at the news, there's so much negativity out there, isn't there?
Do you know how many people that I know now that do not watch the news anymore because it's so full of negativity? It just brings your mood down. Like there are a lot of world issues that I know nothing about because I do not watch the news because I cannot bring myself to bear through it. It's too depressing. And I do think if everybody was to try and make their circle positive and let that spread, what good that would do around the world. The problem is we have no unity and things like we love a downfall. Like how many times you see a celebrity on TV and everyone loves to see when Britney shaves her head or Lindsay Lohan goes on a bender, Robert Downey Jr. We love to see the downfall of people. Jonathan Mayers, there's so many different people. We always say, oh, be kind. Everyone be kind. But then all of a sudden, that goes out the window. It's too negative for me to follow.
I mean, who'd want to be in the public eye, really, nowadays? But on a small scale, you can achieve the same thing. I mean, I also want people out there who listen to this right now to go, actually, if I'm going to draw a line, if I'm going to make it a new year, new me thing, fine. All I'm going to ask is stick with it. Okay, when it gets tough, don't quit. Don't be leaving your gym membership by the time you get to mid-March and not being there again. Okay, don't set unrealistic goals. Just stay with it. Give me a bit of consistency for 1 year.
I think so. I take it from the other way around. So the whole year. And this is what I struggled with, which what helps me. When you think of doing something for a year, that seems like so long. And this is where my mentality came into it of just do it for a day. One day, and just do it for one day. Just do that. Just do the exercise. Just live the lifestyle. Just do it for one more day. Where I found the change.
Yeah, well, I love that. One day, one day, each day, one day, one day, one day. I do think how you've got to where you are now. I've been so proud of you because it hasn't even felt like a painful process. You know, some people go through a process, and I've watched your process and your progress, and I've watched you post about it, talk about it, and I've seen you go from the 130s down to where you are now. And I've been like, and that's inspired me, as I've said to you before. And I think what people don't understand is, even if it's not your journey, you can be inspired by anyone around you who's having a positive journey. Do you know what I mean? I worked harder in September and October, probably as a result of you working so hard. So I was like, actually, he's got a point. He's doing it. He's making time. No excuses, Rich. And I know that I'm going to get back to it now. But even now, I'm thinking, yeah, he's got a target. I need to have a target. Let's do this. And I think people need to understand that their role models don't have to be on TV. Their role models could be their partner, their friend, just anyone in their circle who's at eye level. And if they're doing something good, they should be thinking, well, if they can do it, I can do it. Just get it done. Just get it done, people. If you could get anything for Christmas, just one item, okay? One item, semi-realistically, not I'm going to get it for you, not in the slightest, but if you could get one item, what would it be and why?
There's actually nothing that I would get. This might be the only nice thing that I'm ever going to say. I don't like Christmas presents. And it's not actually, that's wrong. I don't want Christmas presents, anything. When I was a kid, we didn't have loads, so Christmas wasn't the nice thing was Christmas was never about presents. It was never about gifts. It was always about family. It was just about being together because we didn't have loads and loads of gifts. If you got one or two, like that's what you were happy with, and it was great. So it's got to the point now as an adult that I just like being around family. And the thing that I'm happy about is that I've worked myself into a position that I can provide. And the gift that I have is my kids get to be just kids. My kids don't have to have the same worries I had at their age. So I don't need anything because in my mind, I've already got everything that I need.
Do you know what, dude? That is actually the nicest thing I think I've ever heard you say. I'm not gonna take the mix. No, that's I know it's coming from the heart. Well done, dude. But I know what you mean though, because Christmas now is so big, so commercial. Growing up, we had a couple of items that you really, really wanted, and that was it. Now kids get so much nowadays, and people don't appreciate it so much. And you go, actually, no, the simple things are where it's at. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Or for me, I want 3 kilogram bag of Haribo strawberry laces, please. Yeah, it's a nice feeling. So, hey, get back to the gym, get back to your leg session. You've inspired me to go out this afternoon. I'm going to go smash up some weight. So, watch this space.